Hey everyone. Well, I just did a video in Spanish. I wanted to do in English too. What to do in a case where there's sexual abuse? Because I have a lot of people that have asked me over the course of the years, and a lot of people that has commented me a lot of things. And this is a video especially for all of you guys out there that are unfortunate to go through something like this. What to do in a case of a sexual abuse? Okay, first of all, you need to put yourself safe. Or if you have a child that's going through this, the victim needs to be put into safety, whether if it's you or somebody else. You need to be safe. This is the first thing you do. There's no priority above that. For example, it's happening to you, you need to get your ass safe. You need to get the aggressor out of there, call the police, put him in prison, go to China, I don't know. You need to get your butt safe. The second thing you need to know, don't expect anybody to believe you. I hate to tell you guys this, but don't have any expectations at all whatsoever that someone's going to believe you and support you, because nearly 0% of the time that happens. It happens when it's not their family. Like, for example, I tell my neighbor, the neighbor's dog is molesting me, whatever, well, yeah, the neighbor's going to probably, be on your side because he doesn't know the dog, the neighbor, whatever, yeah. But when it's their own family, 100% of the times they're going to back their family up, regardless if it's true or not, regardless if they witness it or not, regardless. So that's number 2 that you need to know. First, you put yourself safe. Second, don't have any expectations of any family support when that happens, when it's their own family. And then the third thing that you need to do, you need to not give a god crap, excuse my language, of who believes you or not. You don't care. You don't care. It's actually, I'm telling you, don't care. Like, for example, this happened to me. Uncle John molested me and mom's going to be unhappy. I don't give a crap if San Andres Fault comes and eats me, pukes me, and absorbs me back again. Don't give a crap. Don't think about others. Don't be like, this happened. Uncle John did this to me, and my cousins are going to be sad. They're going to grow up without a father. He should have thought about that before he did the shit he did. It ain't your fault. You're not responsible for it. So don't hold yourself accountable for something that you're not. It's not your responsibility or your problem if people believe you. It's not your responsibility or your problem what they did. Well, it is your problem in the way that you have to get, the right help. And you guys know what I'm saying. But it ain't your damn problem. So who cares if they believe you? Who cares what the consequences are? And it ain't going to be pretty. Let me leave it to you at this point. It is not going to be pretty. Period. Confronting a situation like that, it's one of the most hardest things any human being could overcome. But it is what it is, and it's just going to be whatever it's going to be. And you're just going to let the planet roll, whether if it's plane or flat or round, or if the planet is a triangle, just let it triangle itself. Who gives a crap? You stay yourself safe. You make justice for yourself or for that child. They don't want to believe you. Not your fault, not your problem. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about Uncle John being in jail, getting beat up. Don't worry about it. It ain't your problem. You didn't cost it. It ain't your fault. And another thing, don't entertain it. If this is happening to you, for example, Uncle John is doing this to me all the time, I'm not going to entertain it by, this needs to stop. And if it doesn't stop, I'm getting the cops. I don't care if I have to go down to hell and talk to whoever I have to talk to down there. But I am not going to entertain this. You need to put an end to it. And you need to tell Uncle John he will stop or else. So you can't worry about others, because a lot of the times they're like, Uncle John molested me and Aunt Mary hates me for that. That ain't your fault. Aunt Mary don't believe you because she's a bitch. She's a screwed up, fucked up human being. That's why she don't believe you. That ain't Uncle John's fault. That is her fault for being a bitch. That ain't your fault because you did what you had to do. And Uncle John got the punishment he deserved. And now, if everybody hates Uncle John and they don't hire him anywhere, like I said, if San Andreas Fault comes and eats you, don't worry about it. Don't worry about anything. Worry about being safe, keeping the child safe. I've heard cases where, for example, I heard a case of a lady where she caught her brother-in-law molesting her child and some other kids. And, she called the cops on him, and it ended up in a divorce because he went on his brother's side. It's not your fault. It's not your problem. What people want to believe ain't your business, ain't your problem. It's hard. It's not an easy situation. And it's easy for me to just sit my ass here and say what I'm saying. But it is what it is. Period. They don't want to believe you. Who cares? You might be upset because mom don't believe you that Uncle John did this, but you have the right to be upset. And if she don't want to believe you, screw her. Don't worry about that. That's what I'm trying to say is that you got to do what you got to do. It doesn't matter who's going to be affected by it. You're the one that's being abused. You're the one that's been screwed up. Your whole life has been screwed up. Or your child has been abused. Your child's life has been screwed up. You have no right to be thinking about others when it comes to that. Because others didn't live it. Others don't care. Simple as that. Because if somebody tells me Uncle John is doing this to me, I don't care if it's God resuscitated. I would be by their side. I will investigate what happened, and I would be right by their side. But if I decide to be a bitch and not believe them, then nobody should care about that. It's like, don't have any expectations of anybody believing you. It never happens. Nobody's going to be stick around to be by your side. I hate to tell you guys this, but it is what it is. So just be prepared. It ain't going to be pretty, and stay safe.